Hey YouTubers, it is RC here with RC67, and it's been a few weeks since I've made a video. Part of that is my wife and I were in the process of downsizing and stuff, and we're got the house on market to do showing. So it's one of those things. A lot of my stuff is put away, and I don't have time right now. When I do get time, I'm like, I don't know what to showcase. Well, I was out yesterday at an antique store, and there's a display area that a vendor has up with a lot of really old Hot Wheels from the probably I'd say late 70s, early 80s until about early 2000s. She does have some more current stuff, but most of her stuff is all 80s, 90s, and early 2000s stuff. And I usually go to her place just because there's some really cool stuff that I like to collect. So I'm gonna go ahead and start right off here with the first one here. This here is a car from, if I can get that on camera better, this is Redline. This is a Corvette that came out, and this is roughly 2015, so mid-2000 range. And I guess Hot Wheels made a series of cars. There are 18 in the set, and they put Redline wheels on them. So this is a Corvette that has Redline wheels. And it is an all-metal body and an all-metal base. That's one of the reasons why I like going shopping at this antique store, is they have a lot of these older Hot Wheels that have the metal bases, and that's what I really like. The card art itself is pretty cool. It looks like it has either a Camaro or a Firebird or something on it, something American Muscle. But nonetheless, really pretty cool card art. Probably keep this in the blister for now and just kind of wait and see. But it's pretty cool looking car. Not any really deco or tampering on the back of it. Got some decals tempoing on the sides here with the Redline wheels, and then these headlights here. These aren't the pop-up display headlights, but they're outlined, but there's no lens or painted tampo for that. And then of course the front of the grille there, nothing really on the front of the grille. That is though a metal base, and that's one of the things I do like about these old school Hot Wheels, is they do have a metal base. The next thing I found was a 32 Ford Vicky. This was a Redline reproduction that they came out with in the 35th anniversary set for Hot Wheels in 2003. And there was 4 in this set. And this one here included the Demon. Let that read there. The Demon, the 32 Vicky, a Sidekick, and the Chevy Nomad. And I do have the Chevy Nomad. I found the Sidekick, but it was the card was really bad, so I left it on the pegs. But again, metal base, metal body, replica Redline wheels here. Nice little paint job, and then of course it says Redline's on the top there. That's how you know it's a reproduction car. So it's not an original, but nonetheless, very cool car. So this would be a nice addition to my collection. I'm probably going to open up this one and set it aside. I do have actually an original Redline Ford Vicky, so I'll probably set these two next to each other just to have them on display. But nonetheless, very cool car for the time period, and a very cool car just because of the metal base. But this one here, this is 2002 is when this came out. So the card art says 68 to 2003. So technically it would have been 2003, but this card release date here does say 2002. So somewhere in that time frame, that's all I can tell you. The next one here, this is a Shelby Cobra. This is from the Roaring Rod series. Nice thing about this piece here, this does have an opening hood, and it does have a metal base. It's a painted black metal base, which is pretty cool. And this one is from 1994. So this one's pretty cool. I'm thinking about maybe using this one here as a custom, so I'll probably pull this out and then take it apart, and then I'll do custom work, put different wheels on it. But for now, it's pretty cool. But the main reason why I got it was it does have the opening hood, and that's what I really like about this series of cars. I wish Hot Wheels would bring back moving parts in a more serious fashion. I understand the tooling and the cost, but I really like the opening parts with these cars, especially with the Camaros, the Cobras, the Nomads. I just think they're just really cool. It just adds to the nostalgia of the car. So, and then here we have this car here. I found this car in another vendor's area. This is from 2002 as well. I've never ever seen any of these cars like this. I have a handful of these Camaros, but I've never seen it in this configuration here where you get this, what's called an Atomics vehicle. And apparently this is part of the Wastelanders series, which I didn't know that existed because I had never seen this. So this is the first time. But this is 6 of 10. This is the 67 Camaro, and then you get this atomic vehicle. So apparently, and there's the list on the back there. If you want to pause that and read all that there, you can. But there's a lot of cool cars here. So Fast, Dodge Charger, the Corvette, Fat Fendered, the Fright Bike, the Camaro, the Impala, the 57 Chevy, Evil Twin, and Mach 1 Mustang. So apparently they all come with this extra car, which from what I've been looking up, what I paid for this and what I've seen on eBay and Etsy and some other secondary markets, I actually got a really good price on this. So this car will stay carded just because the value seems to be pretty good. So, and the card's in good shape too. So, but nonetheless, very cool piece. And then finally, this is from the 30th anniversary Hot Wheels. So from 1968 to 1998, this is the Flying Colors release. And back when they did the 30th anniversary, they did a whole series of these cars. You can see that on the back there. I'm not going to read those all out. But all of these cards came in this blister pack like this. And then there was a card inside of it from Flying Colors. And they did all these cars to commemorate the 30th anniversary. So this is a replica from a Thunderbird that they released in the 70s to commemorate the 30th anniversary. When I found this, it's pretty cool because I do have two of these Thunderbirds from when I was a kid, one from a racetrack that I still have, and then one I had loose. So now I have three of them, and one is in mint condition on a card, which I really, really like. The other cool thing about this is it can go with this other car I have, which is the Corvette Stingray, but it's an error and it was listed in the wrong box. So where it would say Corvette Stingray here, it actually says Funnybird Mustang. So it's a drag car. So this on that other car I have is an error. So this is pretty cool though when I found it. And if I find some more of them, I'm going to try and get them if I can. So, but that's what I've got to showcase for you guys so far. I got a few more things I'm probably going to pull out and do some showcasing on. I did pick up a few cars from the Elite 64 just a week or so ago, and I was going to do a video on that, just haven't had time. Well, again, that's all been put away, but I'm going to get that put together here hopefully in the next week or so and get that up on YouTube so you guys can take a look at it. But I hope you guys like what you saw. If you wouldn't mind, give me a comment or subscribe or give me a thumbs up. I hope everyone is doing well. This is RC with RC67 signing out. Y'all take care.